Hey, collector fans, if you find yourself with Block B's Jackpot album or even the ultra-rare DGNA Shadow album, you can consider yourself a true collector. Move over, Pokemon cards and Beanie Babies. These are the real legendary prizes. Hey everyone, last week some of y'all might remember me doing a little video on canceled K-pop debuts. And remember, we're not talking about the cancel culture kind, where fans love canceling YouTubers and shit. No, that's not what we're talking about here. Hello everyone, my name is Derek, otherwise known as DareDB, and yes, I have been canceled by some K-pop fans for not liking a certain song or whatever, but today, we're discussing K-pop comebacks that were canceled due to a variety of circumstances. And so yeah, let's get started with part 2 of this video series. Ahead of Girls' Generation's I Got a Boy comeback at the start of 2013, SM unveiled the music video Dancing Queen, which was a remake of the 2008 song Mercy by Duffy. The song and music video was originally set to be released in 2008 with their first mini-album, but SM ultimately decided to cancel the comeback to do a new song for them. The girls revealed that they were heartbroken after all they went through to prepare for that song and comeback. However, SM had the girls come back at the beginning of 2009 with the ever so iconic golden K-pop song that is G. Things did work out in the end, and actually for the better, since the success of G was groundbreaking for several years. Everything does happen for a reason. In March 2019, GOT7 member Jackson was gearing up for his solo comeback with the song Faded. After releasing some teasers of it, fans were quick to complain about the quote-unquote dancing women's going on in the upcoming music video. This was an issue to some, as it was during the major Burning Sun and spy cam scandals involving the likes of Seungmi and Jung Jun-young at the time. Jackson simply took to Instagram and addressed to his fans that Faded will not be released, and let's move on. While the Faded comeback was cancelled, Jackson did end up dropping the song and music video Oxygen a few weeks later in April 2019. Produce 48 group IZ*ONE debuted in November 2018 with the song Vie En Rose. Pardon, I don't speak Francais. And fans uncovered a demo of the song originally sung by CLC, leaked by the song's dancers and a practice of theirs. Fans knew CLC was preparing for a summer comeback earlier that year and even recounted the photo teasers of the CLC members posing with roses back in May 2018, until the teasers were eventually ceased. The song was composed and produced by Mo's Pick, who are known to do songs for Cube Entertainment, further supporting the claims. CLC never ended up having another comeback after February 2018's Black Dress until 2019's No. While not confirmed, many fans believe Vie En Rose, I totally screwed that up, was meant to be a summer comeback for CLC until it was eventually cancelled and given to IZ*ONE. Member Yeon responded in January 2019 in an interview that this was a common practice in the industry and overall was proud to see the song find a better owner, since they received no in the end. Again, everything happens for a reason. Back in 2012, the group The Boss, also called DGNA, was gearing up for their Korean comeback with the song Shadow. Teasers and such were released, as well as the music video even being shot, until news broke that the CEO of their company, Open World Entertainment, was arrested and charged for habitual sexual harassment, assault, and rape of his singers and trainees, some of whom were minors. After finally admitting to all allegations, he was sentenced to 6 years in prison. The company closed down shortly after, and the Boss's album and music video were never released. While technically not cancelled per se, but for around 6 months carrying into the first half of 2018, Astro's company Fantagio was facing problems when the CEO was dismissed from his position in January of 2018, as well as the director or executive representative of Fantagio Music. JC Group, their largest shareholder, withheld funds from the company, and there were even talks of strikes from their employees. Astro was set to come back in the first half of the year, but things continued to be halted for the group as Fantagio Entertainment and Music subsequently no longer held the proper license to distribute music after the dismissal of the previous executive. In June of 2018, a new CEO was finally appointed, and Astro's comeback officially occurred in July 2018 with Always You. The girl group Tahiti was a group that debuted in 2012 and was one that never got the recognition they deserved. In 2017, they had a comeback planned for June until suddenly news broke that member Jisoo was diagnosed with depression and panic disorder. Things went on a standstill for the group as the member was seeking treatment, thus postponing the planned summer comeback. By December 8th that same year, it was announced that Jisoo was leaving the group, and by July of 2018, the following year, member Jerry revealed that the group had disbanded, and they never got the comeback they had planned for in that time. While it wasn't exactly officially announced as a true comeback single, it can be inferred that TVXQ was really planning for a comeback most likely in the late 2009 as a follow-up to their massively successful Melodic. However, the lawsuit initiated by the three members now referred to as JYJ put things to a standstill when they sued to have their contracts terminated in July 2009. The lawsuit would go on throughout 2010 and ultimately be resolved finally in 2012, and TVXQ officially came back as a duo in January 2011 with Keep Your Head Down and Maximum. When the dance practice of Maximum leaked online, the members Yoonho and Changmin were seen dancing to a version with the original 5 members. The song was eventually re-recorded with the 2 remaining members, but it appeared that the track was most likely set up to be the next comeback track before the lawsuit occurred. When JYP had their 2012 year laid out in comebacks, 2PM was supposedly set to come back in the latter half of 2012 after their successful run in Japan. Unfortunately, all plans came to a halt when Nickhoon was involved in a drunk driving car accident in Gangnam after hitting a motorcyclist and measuring a blood alcohol level of 0.056%. Nickhoon had his license suspended and bowed out of the public eye in Korea, as well as the JYP Nation concert that same year. He finally returned to the Korean spotlight in January 2013. 2PM did, however, push forth to the more forgiving market of Japan for the latter half of 2012 with Masquerade and finally made their Korean comeback after a 1.5-year hiatus in May 2013 with All Day Thinking of You and Come Back When You Hear This Song. When it comes to YG in 21, YG's founder Young Hun Suk was notoriously known for quote-unquote trolling fans for impending comebacks of its artists, but delays or some unforeseen circumstances that was never revealed to the public would occur and delay the comeback for quite a while. For 21, this occurred multiple times, but they always eventually came back, just not at the specified original time frame. However, in 2016, 21 was rumored for their first comeback since 2014's Come Back Home and their first reunion on stage since their performance at Mama in 2015. Haters still wouldn't let the bomb drug scandal, quote-unquote, go, and when it came time for the standard 7-year contract renewal in 2016, YG revealed that Minzy decided to not renew her contract after 7 years with the company. Therefore, the supposed but not confirmed 2016 comeback never happened. 21 was disbanded by YG in the beginning of 2017 with their final song Goodbye to the dismay of the remaining members. Disclaimer, I'm not saying Minzy nor Bomb was the cause of the canceled comeback or disbandment. I'm pointing fingers at a company that starts with a Y and ends in G. Thank you very much. On April 16, 2014, Block B dropped their music video for the song Jackpot ahead of their comeback and album drop the next day. Unfortunately, later that morning, tragedy struck with the Sewol ferry disaster that killed over 300 passengers, most of whom were students. Block B and 7 Seas made the decision to cease the release of the album digitally, but physical copies had already hit stores, so the rare album could be seen as a limited edition. 2 weeks later, after the tragedy, they ultimately decided to cancel the entire comeback in light of the disaster. Block B ended up coming back later in the year with the song Her. While it wasn't known at the time, Sewons were perceptive enough to realize that Girls' Generations did have a comeback planned with the song Catch Me If You Can, at least with the Japanese version, and even saw Jessica vocally practicing the song in a reality show she did with her sister back in 2014. A music video was even filmed and was eventually leaked onto the internet, but all things came to an abrupt end when it was announced that Jessica would be leaving Girls' Generation in September 2014. While there were two sides to the story, the ultimate result that Catch Me If You Can did get reshot and re-recorded in 2015 with the 8 remaining members for a pre-release in April before the official Girls' Generation 3-track comeback later that year in July and August of 2015. Well, there you have it, folks. These are the known K-pop comebacks that were supposedly cancelled. Again, not the cancel culture kind. Who knows? I'm sure I left things off from both videos in this series and can consider doing more videos in this style later on if you'd like. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to hit those like, subscribe, and bell buttons for me. It really helps me out. I appreciate you for stopping by, and while you're here, please be sure to check out many more of my works, and see you next time.